Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your bonus reading, guys. You came in second as the most viewed video for the second half of June. It is much appreciated, all the love and support on my channel. So let's get right into the messages here. I'll be pulling from the Earth and Sky Oracle by Mystic Moon, and I've combined volume 1 and 2 of the Journey of Love decks by Bridget of Divine Essentials. So we'll pull some messages from here, and I'll clarify with my own tarot decks. All right, so we'll first take a look at the energy for the person that you are thinking about, Sagittarius. All right, so here we are, general advice. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius for this bonus reading. Taking a look at the person that you are thinking about at the time of this reading here. Who are you thinking about, and what does that energy look like? We have dark, shadow self, repressed fears, weakened state, withdrawn, and alone. So maybe the person you're thinking about, they could be depressed, they could be feeling anxious, they could be going through a dark night of the soul. So let's grab a card from here to go along with that. Let's see what's going on with your person. If they are going through this dark night of the soul, they could be in separation from you. And whatever these repressed fears are, these are things that they're going to have to address and heal from. So you could be dealing with somebody who is alone and single right now. They're not with you. Clarity, I finally see. I actually love that. Because this represents the dark, this represents the light. It's like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, where they can finally gain that much needed clarity. That's really interesting how those cards presenting itself in that way. All right, let's grab some cards from tarot. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos tarot deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius, for you, the viewer, the person that you are thinking about for this reading. Look at this. 5 of Cups. Grief, despair. They're in a dark place right now. 5 of Cups representing that sense of loss. It's like bereavement. It's almost like they are grieving the lack of your presence. If you guys are in separation, they might have done something to separate the two of you. We also have the 4 of Pentacles. This could be somebody who can be very controlling, very jealous, as we can see right there. 4 of Pentacles. They could be possessive. They could be clingy. They could be overly frugal. You guys could have also been arguing about money, the lack of it. Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the High Priestess. Now, some of you guys could be a Cancer watching for a Divine Masculine Sagittarian. There's this need for you to tap into your intuition when it comes to this person. We've got 5s showing up. 5s can be very difficult in tarot. 5 of Swords. I mean, look at this image here. They're arguing. They're in each other's face. Disagreements, fighting, arguing. Could be competition as well. Sometimes the 5 of Swords could be a person who's sneaking around, doing some shady stuff. So it creates tension, it creates conflict in a relationship. We have the Justice card. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra. This is about integrity. This is about fairness. This is also about legal matters. Some of you guys might have gone through a divorce or a legal separation or some other legal stuff. Might have something to do with money. Fighting about money. Somebody got sued over money. Could be something like that. But this is also the need for clarity. Here we are. Clarity. I finally see. Clarity. The truth. And when we're in a dark place, you know, and we're focusing on your person, if they're in a dark place, they can't see what it is that they need to see. But look at this. We've got 2 cards representing Cancer here. You could have Cancer in your chart as well, Sagittarius. So this is a good energy. This is success. This is triumph. This is movement. Movement towards clarity, perhaps. And then we've got the 3 of Cups right here. So if you guys are not together right now, this can be an indication of a reunion. This can be an indication of happier times moving forward. Here's the movement, as we can see. Maybe it just doesn't feel like you guys can work it out right now, or at least that's how they're feeling. That could be why they're depressed. That's why they are feeling very alone and withdrawn right now. They're not feeling very strong. The 3 of Cups can represent a very positive energy. It's actually very happy. It could also be your person's friends trying to cheer them up, especially if they're just depressed and grieving and feeling despair. We've got the Judgment card. We've got more Libra popping up here. And then we have the 2 of Cups. So you see this person, they really still see you as a soulmate, a soul partner, a life partner. This is them gaining that clarity through this energy, going through their awakening. So they're not going to be in this dark space forever. If there is no communication right now, there will be communication eventually. There could be an apology here. There could be this desire to want to come back to reconcile because they still feel so connected to you, Sagittarius. That's what I'm getting for your person. All right, so let's go ahead and see what your energy is looking like. So we'll grab another card from here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. What does your energy look like at this time for Sagittarius? We have the Rabbit. Gentle and modest, kind-hearted and docile, considerate and thoughtful, melancholy and overly discreet. That could be a part of your energy. Okay, that could be something you relate to. For those of you that are familiar with the Chinese zodiac, you could be the rabbit. You could represent the rabbit, or the person you're thinking about could be the rabbit. But if this is you, you've got a beautiful heart, very kind. You're a gentle person, okay? And maybe this person, you know, since they have to work for this clarity, and they're clearly not in a good place right now, maybe they didn't recognize all of these attributes when it comes to you that might have resulted in separation. All right, so let's grab another card from here, and then we'll, of course, clarify with some tarot for Sagittarius. We have attraction. You're still drawn to this person, though. But maybe they didn't even recognize just how attracted you were to them. This person might have also had some issues in prior relationships before you guys even met. Because whatever is a part of their shadow self, you know, these repressed fears, I can't help but feel that these things were already a part of their energy before you guys even connected. So there's something there that this person needs to heal, possibly through shadow work. So let's tap into this. So this is your energy. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot from my Valentine Connection Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. Ten of Pentacles. financial windfall. Divine Feminine, you're coming in once again as the High Priestess. There is good news on its way. We've got the Star, so there is a wish that can manifest for you when it comes to this partnership. So there's a reason why the High Priestess, Divine Feminine, you're being represented in this reading. So you have to trust what you're feeling when it comes to your masculine here. You know, it's interesting how we saw the reference to the Four of Pentacles, somebody who can be overly frugal with their money. But this is your energy, so you don't need their money, or you are now in a much better position to be able to stand on your own 2 feet financially. So whatever you guys were arguing about, I feel that's null and void at this point, because you are able to provide for yourself more than likely, if that's something that you can relate to. In a romantic partnership, this is also a very good energy in that you both can still get onto the same page. Ultimately, you guys are a pretty compatible match, but something clearly derailed your person here. So trust what you're feeling in your heart space. I feel, since the High Priestess represents the feminine, we have a Divine Masculine who is in need of doing that shadow work to address that dark night of the soul type vibe, you know? And that could be the news that's coming in with the Page of Wands, that maybe they have worked on that. It could be that you might have a masculine that's being guided back to you, Divine Feminine. We do have the King of Wands. Look at this. And then we have the Justice card representing itself again. So there's a reason for that also, why it's coming through twice. So this right here, I feel, through clarity that's needed on behalf of the masculine, that eventually will come. Balance will be restored. I feel we have a Divine Masculine here who's ready to really take action and do something about this. Maybe at one point in time you were dealing with a masculine who wasn't ready to settle down and, you know, possibly wanting to explore other options in love and romance. But when it comes to the King of Wands, I feel they now know what it is that they envision for themselves in the future, and they want you to be a part of it, Divine Feminine. This could even include marriage in the future for some of you that are interested in that. So, even though you guys have had some rocky times, ups and downs, it does seem that ultimately it can come together. Okay, so I also wanted to grab some answers for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and allow the collective to ask 3 questions, and I'll be pulling from the Angel Answers deck. This could be about anything. It could be about love, romance, and, you know, your work environment, your career, your friendships, whatever it is. So you could either say it out loud, you can either focus on it, meditate on it. So go ahead and ask your first question, Sagittarius, whatever it is. Helpful people, okay? So you're being directed to surround yourself with people that have the potential to help you out in however way you need it. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right, so go ahead and ask your second question if you have one, Sagittarius. Say it or think about it as I shuffle, and let's grab an answer for you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius, what is the answer to the second question for Sagittarius? Here we go. Ooh, we have reconsider. Okay, so what this is basically telling you, Sagittarius, is that there might be something or someone way better especially if you're considering doing something, taking action towards something, or even someone. You're being directed to think about it. Don't take any sort of action right now. Reconsider your options here. Okay, so one last question, guys. For those of you who have a third question, whatever it is, the time is now. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius for question number 3 for your bonus reading. Here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. What is the response for question number 3? We have a time frame. You're being given a time frame of a year from now. And I just happened to glance at the bottom of the deck. We have big, happy changes. So maybe it'll take a year for these changes to happen, especially pertaining to the messages that came through here today. If somebody is in a very dark place right now, it might take them a while to be able to figure out why they are in that state to begin with, to be able to gain that clarity that's needed. So it could take that long, but it does seem here that there are some major changes that can and will happen later on down the line. Okay, so that is where I will leave this reading, your bonus reading, Sagittarius. Hopefully there's something here that benefits you. And if you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, as well as the action buttons at the end of this video. Thank you guys so very much for the love and support, and I'll see you next time.